This is my bike coming off the plane. If you've never seen how baggage handlers handle your baggage, they do pretty good here, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of slamming and throwing. Trust me. What a bed bug looks like. In Cortez, they have an international airport, and people fly in, and then they drive up to Telluride to ski. That light is the moon. It's actually before sunrise. There's a guy driving this little chassis here on this long bridge, tucked up underneath it. Two drivers, one in the front, one in the back. A delicious quesadilla in Bluff for my lunch. It's a 360. Just outside of Bluff, Utah. A lot of wind, but a beautiful day. Hotel room, Bluff, Oregon. I'm sorry, Bluff, Utah. Pretty nice. What'd they call it? They called it a boutique hotel. It's a better view than the last hotel, which was a Divida dialysis and a liquor store. That boutique hotel was La Posada Pintada, one of the most incredible breakfasts I've ever had. It was delicious. Here in Bluff, Utah, it was settled by the Mormons. Incredible amount of work to get down off the top escarpment, down through a crack. They had to team together 14 horses to haul supplies. You had to be determined back in those days, and the Mormons definitely were. It's hard to wrap my head around controlling 14 horses in this day and age. Getting some rain coming out of Cayena. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Sun's just coming up over there. Mostly sprinkles, thank God, no thunder. The weather coming out of Cayena was 42 degrees with 20-mile-an-hour gusts and rain. Perfect hypothermia weather, but I was okay. I had good rain gear. Breakfast was McDonald's and lunch was carbs. It was 73 miles that day with those cold conditions. Turned out okay. Blue skies up front. Windy all day. It's the rain clouds I just came from, kind of clearing up. The wind is not stopping. This was my breakfast on my rest day at Kayenta. It was awesome. Coming out of Tuba City. Not a lot here. In Cameron, I had to get my breakfast ready for the next morning because the place was going to be closed when I left at 3:30 in the morning. So I had some Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages and I gutted down some coffee, and then for entertainment I watched these chameleons. Dinner was great though. Liver and onions. I say yum. Some people say yuck.
There's the moon. There was a planet. I guess you can't see it. And off in the distance is San Francisco Peak. I started at 3:30 this morning and rode in the dark. The sun's just starting to come up. The Easy Rider scene where they're pulling out of Sacred Mountain gas station was right up here on the right. Took some rest days in Flagstaff for the second leg of my trip. Coming out of Flagstaff. Beautiful morning. One of the problems with Google Maps is if you type in the bicycle icon, it takes you on these off-road routes that it thinks you want to go on because you're on a bike, even though I didn't really want to. I want to stay on pavement. Anyway, it was pretty short, so it wasn't too bad. On I-40, coming out of Williams. In Arizona, you're allowed to ride your bicycle on the interstate, certain ones. That's my hotel. Doesn't look like much. We'll find out when I check in. Hopefully it's just clean. And I'm sitting here listening to the music and drinking beers. Leaving Seligman. I thought it was called Seligman, but they all call it Seligman here, so. Sunrise. Birds chirping. Coming out of Peach Springs. Been riding about an hour. You hear the trains in the distance. It's gonna get really hot today, so that's why I left early. I made it to Kingman from Durango. It was 490 miles. I went about 10 miles an hour. Picked up my bike box, which was in this box at the UPS store. And then I drank beer at the hotel with a bunch of Germans eating breakfast because my room wasn't ready. And then I have a situation where I have to pack my bike back up with all the packing material that I sent ahead. And I repack it, and it fits into this Xbox shipper, which is a real nice box until the TSA gets a hold of it and rips it apart. But other than that, it works pretty good. The box is from shipbikes.com, and the guy always answers the phone and will always help you out. Got nothing bad to say about them.